video is one of a series covering the released Ohio State math questions between 2017 and 2023. Welcome to Dr. Tarazi's math site. Geometry is an important domain. 10 to 11 questions out of 48 are on the test. Solve real-life and mathematical problems involving angle measure, circles, area, surface area, and volume. Standard 7.G.6. Please pause the video and read the description of this standard.
Hello and welcome. Here is what you need to know before we get to the examples.
Area of a rectangle.
Area of a rectangle is length times width. You need to remember these formulas because they will not be given to you on the test. And without those formula here, you'll not be able to solve surface areas and volumes, okay?
Area of a square.
A square is a particular case of a rectangle where the sides all are equal and the area is side times side.
Area of a parallelogram.
The area of a parallelogram is base times height. Okay, so parallelogram is more like a crooked rectangle. So look, if I do like that and take this one from here, I get a rectangle, and the area of the rectangle is base times height.
Area of a triangle.
It's base times height divided by 2. That's where many students forget to put the 1/2. It's 1/2 base times height. And to remember that a triangle is half of a parallelogram. Area of triangle is half that area of the parallelogram in this picture, okay?
How to find the surface area of three-dimensional figure.
Simply add the areas of all its sides.
How to find the volume of a right prism.
Simply multiply the area of the base by the height of the prism, and we will see many examples soon. Volume is base times height, okay?
Recommendation.
To make the most of these videos, I suggest pausing the video when you see this button, solving the problem, and then resuming the video to check your answer.
Example 1.
A rectangular prism is shown. Find its surface area. So here you have 6. This looks like a tissue box. You have 6 faces, okay? Right, left, front, back, top, and bottom, okay? So what is the area of the left and right faces? 2 of them, they're equal. Each of them is rectangle, so 6 times 3 times 2, you get 36 square inches. Front and back, this one is also 3. My pen here, also 3. So you have 8 times 3 times 2. Top and bottom, 8 times 6 times 2, and then you add all of them. You get 180 square inches. Remember, when you talk about areas, is square inches, square meters, square feet.
Example 2.
A cube is shown. What is the surface area? Remember, cube, all the edges are equal, all the faces are equal. Each one of them is a square. This is 8 here, this is 8 here, this is 8 here. So you have what? 6 times 8 times 8, because one face is 8 times 8, so square. You get 384 square inches.
Example 3.
A cube is shown. If its surface area is this, now the surface area is given. What is the area of one side? Remember, all these sides are equal, 6 of them, totaling 294 squared centimeters. Just divide by 6, you get 49 inches. If I'm interested in knowing what is this, the length of this here, and this here, they're equal, right? So two numbers, a number times by itself, gives you 49 is 7. So this one is 7, okay?
Example 4.
A triangular prism is shown. Find its surface area. When you look at that here, you have two triangles, one in the front, one in the back. You have a rectangle here, rectangle on the other side, and rectangle in the bottom. So if I open this, I will see this. Okay? So then you start calculating each face. Okay? So you get this table. A is 15 by 18. B is 10 by 18. C is 15 by 18. Now comes to D, that's now a triangle. You have to put half, okay? Don't forget the half. It's 10 times 12 divided by 2. And E, the same thing. And then you add them up, you get 840 square millimeters.
Example 5.
A regular pentagonal prism is shown. The area of the base is given, because that's kind of complicated to find. This is given. Find the surface area of the prism. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 sides, and the top and the bottom. Each side is a rectangle, 6 by 25. So area of 5 sides, 6 times 25 times 5. Area of the 2 bases, 2 times this number that is given to us, and total area, you add them up.
Example 6.
A rectangular prism is shown. Find its volume. When you are given a rectangular prism, this is really an easy question. So the volume is the base, which is this one here, 8 times 6, times the height. So in short, you can put L times length times width times height. So you multiply these through that 3 dimensions, this, and this. And you get 144 square cubic. Now we are on the volume, talking about volume, cubic inches.
Example 7.
A cube is shown with what is its volume, similar to the first one, but all of these are 8, 8, 8, 8. So you have volume is base times height, 8 times 8 times 8, 512 cubic inches.
Example 8.
A triangular prism is shown. What is its volume? Now, this is the base, and this is another base, and this is the height. This is the height, okay? So again, the formula is base times height. Now, base is triangle, okay? It's triangle. So remember, 10 times 12 divided by 2, 10 times 12 divided by 2, that's the triangle. Now, times the height, you get 1080 cubic millimeters.
Example 9.
A regular pentagonal prism is shown. Find the volume of the prism. So I am given the base. The base is given. I need the volume. So it's base times height. Okay? You get 1,548.5 cubic inches.
Example 10.
Example 10. A right triangular prism with measurement in inches shown. This is on the Ohio State Test 2022. So that's your prism. What is the volume in cubic inches of the right triangular prism? What is its volume? The volume, again, area of the base times the height. The base is a triangle. It's right triangle, okay? So 5 times 4 divided by 2 is the area of the base times 3. 5 times 4 divided by 2 times 3, you get 30 cubic inches.
Example 11.
Example 11. A tank in the shape of a right rectangular prism. When they give you something like that, this is an easy question normally, okay? 1 cubic meter is equal 1,000 liters. That's a very important information. First of all, what's the volume? The volume of this rectangular prism. This times this times this. This times this times this. Length times width times height. You multiply these three numbers and you get 0.132 cubic meters. But now I'm said every cubic meter is 1,000 liters. So I multiply this by 1,000. I get 132 liters, and that's your answer right there, 132 liters, okay?
Example 12.
Example 12, a cube has a surface area of 150 square inches. So the cube has a surface area of 150 square inches. What is the area in square inches of one face? We just did something similar. We divide by 6.
Example 13.
A container is in the shape of a rectangular prism holds 651.168 cubic inches. So that's the volume. When completely filled with water, the container has a length of, so this is the length, and width, this is the width. What is the height? The height is missing. Okay, so now solution. I just can draw quickly a rectangular prism. It's not difficult to draw. What do we know? We know the length and the width. We know the volume, but we don't know the height. Volume is base times height, again, L times W times H. I'm going now to substitute. Volume is this number given to me. Length times width given to me times H. I have this. This is an equation. H, the unknown. I need to find H. We divide here by 191.52. 191.52, and you get H to be 3.4 inches. Well, length is inches, surface area is square inches, cubic is cubic inches. Remember that, okay?
Example 14.
A right triangular prism is shown. What is the volume? Again, base times height. The base now is a triangle. You have to remember the triangle, okay? So you have 8. This one, if you want to draw it again here, is the same. That's 6. So you have 8 times 6 divided by 2 times 11. 8 by 6 divided by 2. That's the area of the triangle times the height, 11. 264 cubic inches. That's a volume.
Thank you, and see you soon.
Thank you for watching. More videos to come. Please subscribe.